There's a few different types of appeal. You can file a supplemental claim, which means you're including additional information. You're essentially supplementing the record before the VA. You can file what's called a higher level review, which just puts the claim back in front of a more experienced reviewing officer. For certain things, it warrants a higher level review. So the theory behind that is if the VA has enough evidence on record that they should have granted this condition, you'll request a higher level review just for somebody else to look at it, and you can request a conference with that. So if you have an attorney or if you're doing it yourself, you'll talk to the reviewing officer and say, hey, if you go back through the service treatment records, I suffered knee injuries, and if you look now, I just had a knee replacement, and it kind of guide them to where to be looking for the information to get it service connected. The supplemental claim, you can include medical records, you can include statements, everything that you would include for a new claim. And it's, again, just to supplement the record so that now the VA has enough evidence to grant the service connection appropriate rating. The third appeal is to the Board of Veterans' Appeals. I personally try not going that route because it does take a very long time. However, certain things the regional office just isn't going to grant, that it has to go to the board, which is judicial. It's in front of a judge, and they have the resources and the time to go through and actually research, and they're not required to be within the VA's constraints. So there's certain guidelines that the regional office keeps denying. The judge can go outside of those guidelines. So if you think there's enough evidence on the record, you would request the higher level review, and you would, request the phone conference along with it. So there's two different high level reviews. You can do one just, hey, look at the record again, you guys missed something. Or you can request the conference, in which case you have an opportunity to talk to somebody at the VA and say, hey, on this day, it's in the records, take another look at it, just to kind of prompt them specifically where to be looking. I typically don't file higher level reviews without a conference, because if they didn't find it the first time, they might not find it the second time. So it's always good to have that phone call and let them know where they need to be looking for that information.